Hello everyone, it's Melanie again. I am here with some magazines and I thought I would kind of go through them and start parting them out. Ooh, wonderful. Looking for things that I want to use in my glue books. I just finished this anthropology shopping bag journal that I made out of a bunch of my daughter's old school papers. And so I thought I'd just go through a few magazines because it's always nice to go ahead and get rid of some things because I have way too much. So when I do this, I just usually go through and first thing I do is just go through the entire magazine and tear out anything that appeals to me. I really like, color catches my attention. I really like things that are brightly colored. I designed textiles and I love patterns. Ooh, I like that beading and I like that image there on that purse. Sorry about the glare. It's kind of hard to do magazines without some kind of a glare. That's kind of a cool necklace. I don't know that I would ever use it for inspiration though. So my glue books basically are just inspiration. They're things I collect, colors I like, patterns I like, clothing I like, accessories I like, images I like. Actually, this is pretty, and it would be cool to do something on top of that too. I don't necessarily always make a collage out of my, oh, I like that elephant, out of my glue book images. I sort of tend to put them together by color, put the pages together by color, or some kind of theme. I like the front of that shirt. And I like that illustration. Sometimes I get, ooh, love that. Sometimes I get these magazines and there's so much stuff in them that I love. I just can't stand to tear them apart. But sometimes there's just nothing. I like that. That's cool. That's a pretty image. Tearing these out though is making them wrinkled. So I may go ahead and cut the spine off of this book. I could use that kiwi on a green page. This is really colorful. Use that diamond too. Ooh, I love her hair. Ooh, I like that image. I love this. And I really don't want to crinkle the edge, so I think I'm gonna cut it so I don't mess it up when I tear it out. I like that. This stuff is a little over the top. Even for me. I studied fashion design. I have a degree in fashion design. Oh, look at that shirt made out of a quilt. They're both, look, that's a quilt pattern too. Interesting. I am rambling like crazy. Well, what I was gonna say is my degree is in fashion design, so that's kind of my background, although I spent most of my career doing retail merchandising buying, always usually in textiles of some sort, either home textiles, linens and housewares, or clothing. I bought men's clothing, juniors, and children's. That sweater looks comfy. And then I spent some time as a quilt designer. So this doesn't have a whole lot in it that it's really calling out to me. So I'll set that aside. Here's the next one. This is in 2006. That guy on the cover, most definitely. Oh, he's cute. So I also use my glue books to put together collections of images that I might, of things I might want to draw, you know, so I have inspiration for drawing things. Oh, aren't those cute? Birdhouses. And I have entire books dedicated to flowers because I love drawing and painting florals. So I try to collect just about every flower. Nothing, I guess what I'm trying to say is nothing goes in my recycle bin that has a flower on it. If it has a flower on it, basically, I'm saving it. Like these. Ooh, these are pretty. Butterflies. This is great. These magazines are great. Cedar waxwing. Those came through the other day, but there's not a lot to eat for them right now. I don't have a Yopon holly, and that's what they eat around here. We have these downy woodpeckers. He's cute. He's very cute. Ooh, they're pretty too. These are beautiful. Look, she's in Texas. I have never seen bluebirds where I live. I don't know, I may just have to do a whole book of birds. This was a magazine that I probably could have just kept the entire thing because it's so full of images. And there's some stuff about Christmas cactus. I'll keep that. Cuties. Here's another outdoor. This is a Neil Sperry's Gardening from 2001. How pretty is that? I'll have to put that in one of my floral journals. There's something else for my floral. Oh, that's pretty, that little bouquet. Oh, but those zinnias are pretty too. That's gorgeous. Oh, a bigger version of that one. So I can keep the zinnias on that side and then trim that one out of that page. That's kind of pretty at the top there. Save that. Oh, those are pretty. Water lilies. Oxalis. Oh, dogwoods. Those are gorgeous. More dogwoods. That's that stinkiest plant on earth. I can't remember the name of it. Amorphophallus. Ooh, it has a name's not even appealing. So we've been rearranging our house. That's pretty. And I am really trying to get rid of things. Just pare down what I have. Because moving things from one room to another, switching out rooms, is kind of like just moving. I'm having to pack things up, and it's a real chore. So anytime I can take the opportunity to clean something out, get rid of some stuff, I should probably do it. This is a local magazine that comes free in the mail. Oh, look at that cute dog. That's cute. Kind of a cool photo. Oh, I like that. I guess I'll keep it. I've also, over the years, I've gotten a little more discerning with what I'm willing to keep. I'm getting better at that. That rug is gorgeous. Oh, that's beautiful. It's Guatemalan. One thing I don't ever save or cut out are pictures of food. I don't do food pictures. Oh, this is that's a cool image. Murakami from an exhibit that was at the Modern Art Museum, I think. Those are kind of cool. Oh, tore the edge of it off though. So this is the last one I pulled out. Just see if there's anything else in here. I may not be ready to cut this one up. When is it from? Oh, November 2017. It's time, I guess. Magazines have always been a weakness of mine. Oh, this one's overwhelming. There's too many things in it. I'm going to keep that one a little longer. So what I usually do next, after I've torn all my pages out that I really like, then I kind of go through and trim things down. Cut out the things I like. I don't tend, and I don't know why, but I don't tend to cut out much in the way of text. I really just like pictures. Guess I'm kind of simple that way. And I don't fussy cut them. I just cut them out. I can show you. I'll glue some of these into one of my floral glue books and show you how I've just put all the pictures in there. These dogwoods are beautiful. We have some growing in the botanic garden near us, but for the most part, it's not something that I see locally. And the dogwood variety that we have here is a native. It's not the one that people usually associate with the gorgeous flowers, the pink and everything. So once I get these in my glue book, when I do drawings and sketch things, I will flip through, and sometimes I even use them like if I want to draw a bouquet of flowers or like a vase of flowers and I'm making it up, but I need I'm having trouble imagining what a flower would look like if it was hanging in such a way or draped in such a way. So I'll go to my glue book and see if I can find a picture of a certain flower facing a certain direction, things like that. I guess it's kind of like think of a glue book as an analog Pinterest board. Dahlia-shaped mums. Those are really pretty. It's a lot of petals. This is a Metabolist rose. I like the structure of the branch there on that one. I grow zinnias every year. My front yard is a cottage garden. It's just all, I don't have any grass. It's just all plants and flowers. And zinnias happen to be one of the things that grow really well. And all I have to do is throw the seeds out. I don't have to buy plants. I just buy seeds and I toss them out. And a lot of them come up from last year. I let them reseed. Once they flower, I let the flower heads reseed. And they kind of fall wherever they want to. But it seems like when they reseed themselves, a lot of times the flowers aren't quite as big year after year. So I do throw some more seeds out each year so I can get a fresh crop of zinnias. I'm gonna hold on to that. So let me see, where is my flower glue book? Oh, it's right here. This is the most recent one I was working on. And that's a different, it's this one. So this is a journal that I made out of, kind of like the junk journal glue book that I just made. When I was working, we saved all these papers that came in the fax machine for, you know, they would just send all this spam. And so we would save all this paper for the recycling. Oh, urgent fax. So this is literally the recycle bin from the fax machine from when I was working. I think most of this is like 2008, when I was working as a designer. Look at all those spam faxes. Get paid for faxes. I hate throwing paper away, perfectly good paper, so I would save all of this. And then there's invoices and stuff like that. But what I then do is glue all this pretty stuff on top of it. So I made this with my Cricut. Oh, I love this image. So here's what I've been gluing in this book. So it is just like a repository of flower images, like a portable Pinterest. So I'll add some of these in. This is just beautiful. I like to try to cover up the whole page if I can, though. Especially if it's something like this. This is orders for samples. Oh, look, those pretty poppies were on the back. Oh well. I'm not too concerned about covering all the text up. I've done glue books before where I went in and colored or, painted around all of these things. But since, for me personally, these books are more utilitarian, they're reference books. So I'm not terribly concerned with what else is showing on the page, because when I look at it, I'm just looking at the images. Let me put these dogwoods on here. Can I fit both of them? And as a result of making all these books, I go through a lot of glue sticks. My favorite glue stick lately is definitely this Scotch brand, Scotch Create glue stick. But since they're kind of pricey, I don't use them for glue books. I use them for more important things. I'll have to do a little drawing of some dogwoods. And then these two would go good together. There's two images of yellow roses. Use one of these other pages as an undersheet to apply glue to this. Roses are becoming a rarity around here. I live in North Texas, and we've had terrible issues with rosette disease. It's a new thing for us. So it kind of came through and swept through really, and just really killed off a lot of our roses. The Botanic Garden had to take their roses out for a couple of years, although they've replaced them at this point. I still have most of my roses. But so many, especially the knockouts, so many were infected in commercial sites and in people's yards, and And I still see them in medians and such driving down the street, where there's entire medians full of knockout roses that are infected with rose rosette disease. And these landscape companies don't pull them out when they're diseased like that. And the disease is spread by a mite. It's a virus, but it's spread by a mite. So they really need to come out. And there's no cure at this point, I guess, because it's a virus. We don't have cures for viruses yet. Okay, I'm totally rambling. But I just wanted to share my process, glue booking. I think I'll wait on those two so that I can, until I get some more images so I can combine them with more images. So before I wrap it up, I mean, we're almost at 30 minutes here. I thought this is one of my other, this is one that's full, one of my glue books or inspiration books. And it's literally just things, these are pages that, it's made out of pages from books, and then this is something that printed wrong. But a lot of these that I collected, these images that I've collected, are for the print and the pattern and the color. Then I'll kind of put like things together. Here's a bunch of feathers. And these are this was all about the colors. And it's stuff from, I think this is from a Bowden catalog. Can't remember where that's from. This is actually fabric. This is from a print from a quilt I designed. More fabric. A yellow page. Lots of flowers. I love flowers. Pattern. This one I added some washi tape to in places. This is actually a packing tape transfer. You know, where you put packing tape on a piece of magazine page and then you get it wet and scrub it off the back. It's pretty fun. That's what that is. Sometimes I punch the shapes out. Some of my punches. And not every page has a theme or a color. This is looks like a piece of a palette paper. That's acrylic paint. There's some pool blue, brights, flowers, birds. This is another piece of, I guess I painted something off, like cleaning a paintbrush off. Maybe I'll have to do a separate flip through of this book because there's so many pages. It just goes on and on. Rainbow. Roses. Black on, floral on black. Iris apfel. Oh, maybe someday I can be as brave as she is when I'm old. This is colorful abstracts. Love these golden and beaded things. More colorful pages. So I'd cut out, you know, I love the colors in this plaid. This cute, that's probably from Garnet Hill or J. Jill or somewhere like that. But I like that cute ruffle sweater. And some of these are just things I've cut out. Audrey Hepburn. Oh, my style icon. I love hats. That's probably a Kentucky Derby hat or an English hat, maybe. Embroidery ideas and color palettes. So I won't keep you forever, but this, I will tell you, this these pages are sticking together. And it's because I bought one of those Xyron sticker makers. So I thought it would be faster than gluing things on by, you know, with a glue stick if I ran them through the Xyron. But what I'm finding is that anything I put through the sticker maker, the Xyron thing, has a little bead of glue still always around the edge. And it always feels like they stick together. So I'm not terribly impressed with that machine. But anyway, so that's kind of what I do with my glue books, with some of my glue books. I'll do another video where I'm working on the new one that I made for the Just Junk Journal Challenge, because I need to start covering these pages with more goodies. So get your magazines out of the recycle bin and get out your scissors and your glue stick and start putting together some inspiration pages. See you guys later. Bye.